Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the third third part of the biodiversity chapter. Okay. So the topic name is biogeographical classification of India. What do you mean by biogeographical classification of India? Before going to that topic, we must know about the geographical classification of India. Okay, so what is geographical classification of India? India has different types of climatic conditions and topography in different parts of the country, and these variations have induced enormous variability in flora and fauna. Okay, if you see the India map, we'll find different types of regions. Okay, especially India is covered with the sea, three sides. Okay, and one side is covered with the huge Himalayan range, and another side is covered with the thick forest hilly regions, and another side is covered with the desert condition. Okay, so here it is very important to study the distribution, evaluation, dispersal, and environmental relationship of plants and animals in time and space. Okay, so biogeography comprising of photography and geography deals with the distribution and environmental interactions of flora and fauna of our country. Okay, so each of these zones has its own characteristics, climatic conditions, and soil topography and biodiversity. Okay, so next we are going to have a look on the different biogeographical classification of India, the different zones. Okay, especially you can see here the India is covered with thick hilly regions in the north side. Okay, so it starts with the Trans Himalayan region. It is the uppermost part of the Himalayan region. Okay, if you see in this region, we can find different types of animals and plants. Okay, especially we can find the pine, deodar, such kind of trees. And if coming to animals, wild sheep, yak, Tibetan ass, snow leopard, marmot, wolf, black-necked crane. All these are different types of animals which we can see at this part, Trans-Himalayan region. That means uppermost part of the Himalayan region. It almost covers 1,86,200 kilometers, square kilometers area. Okay, so this is about the Trans-Himalayan region. Okay, so this is completely different. Next one is Himalayan region. Himalayan region, it is also spreads from this area, from Jammu and Kashmir to eastern states of India. Okay, so this Himalayan region is divided into four categories: Northwest Himalayas, West Himalayas, Central Himalayas, and Eastern Himalayas. Eastern Himalayas are situated in the part of northeastern states of the India. That means Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, these places. Okay. Next one is Central Himalayas. Maximum Central Himalayas are distributed near to the Nepal. Okay. So the next one is West Himalayas. West Himalayas are almost you can find in the Uttarakhand region and some part of Himachal Pradesh. Okay. So coming to Northwest Himalayan region, this is all completely present in the part of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. So here also the species variation will be there according to the zones of the Himalayan regions. Okay. Eastern Himalaya shows different varieties of species, and West Himalaya shows different varieties of species, especially pine type trees, cork trees, sal trees, okay, dhak trees, castor trees, all these we can find in this region. Okay, so next coming to animals, wild bear, sambar, leopard, Sikkim stag, musk deer, all these are different animals which are present in this Himalayan region, starting from Kashmir to eastern states of the India, northeastern states of India. Okay, so this region is covered, like Northwest Himalayan region is covered 6,900 square kilometers, and Western Himalayas covered 7,220,000 kilometers, and Central Himalayas they have almost 1,23,000 square kilometers. Okay, so Eastern Himalayas are covered in the distance of 83,000 kilometers, square kilometers. Okay, so that is all about the Eastern Himalayan zone. Next one is the desert zone. Desert zone means the part from starting from Gujarat, the part of Kutch, Gujarat, some parts of Gujarat, and completely Rajasthan area. Okay, so this is all the dry arid region. Okay, so even we have a cold desert also in Ladakh region. This is the part where Ladakh is there, cold desert. Okay, so this is spread. Kutch is spread over 45,000 square kilometers in the Gujarat region. Okay, so the next one is Thar Desert. Thar Desert is covered nearly 1,80,000 square kilometers. Okay, so entire maximum part of the Rajasthan and some part of Punjab, Haryana. Okay, so next one is the species which you can see in this region. Okay, especially acacia, jujubas, kejri, date palm, all these desert kind of plants we can see in this region. And coming to animals, camel, bastard, wild ass, desert cat, fox, rat, all these are different animals which we can see in the desert region. Okay, so so these are all the different types. See, almost we can see this areas already we have discussed. So these are some of the pictorial representation which is represents the zones. Okay, so these are all Trans-Himalayan region, Himalayan birds, all these things. Okay, so already we discussed all about all these things. I'll first explain. Let me explain about the other zones of India. Okay, coming to next part, semi-arid zone. Semi-arid zone means that is spread in the part of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and some parts of Haryana, etc. Okay, so here central India, Gujarat, Rajwara, all these areas are covered like semi-arid regions. Especially in these places, we can see acacia, date palm, people. Okay, people tree. All of you know about that people tree. So this is kind of somewhat different than arid region. This is not a completely like a dry region. We can have some plantation greenery we can see in this region. Okay, so like animals like gir lion. Gir lion means it is very famous for Gujarat. Okay, Indian lion we can say. Okay, so tiger, sariksha, and tiger, sariksha, and Ranthambore. Ranthambore is a tiger reserve. Okay, so we can see so many tigers in the place. Okay, so this place is spread over 1,07,600 kilometers square feet, square kilometers. Okay, so in Rajwara, 4,400 square kilometers it has spread. Okay, so the next coming to Western Ghat region. Western Ghat region, see, it starts with the part of Maharashtra and till Kerala, the Western Ghats has spread. Okay, so the in this Western Ghat, maximum Malabar coast, Western Ghats mountains, all these will come under this area category. Okay, so in Western Ghats, especially we can see some kind of plantation, thick forest regions will be there, and almost tropical rainforest will be occurring in these places. And Sesham, people, tuna, bera. Okay, all these are different types of plants and tortoise, frog, lizard, snakes. Maximum part of animals are we can see like reptiles and amphibians here. Okay, so these Western Ghats are very famous for the amphibians, especially frog type of species. Okay, so this has spread over 59,700 square kilometers in Malabar coast. And coming to Western Ghat Mountains, 99,300 square kilometers. Okay, so the next one is Deccan Peninsula. Deccan Peninsula means this is the part. Okay, so It's spread over Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so this is the actual area. So here we can see acacia, pallas, tuna, pine, castor, all these type of plants we can see. Especially other animals also there, plants also there, but these are common to these areas. Okay, so this animal part, sambar, sloth bear, tiger, cheetah, four-horned stag, wild elephant, wild buffalo. We can see this such kind of animals. Okay, so this Deccan Peninsula is divided into 6 categories. Okay, Deccan Plateau, South Central Plateau, Eastern Plateau, Chota Nagpur, and Central Highlands. Okay, five parts. Okay, so coming to Gangetic Plain. Gangetic Plain is where the Ganges River flow and ending of the river. Okay, so it starts in Uttarakhand and ends near Sundarbans. Okay, so Gangetic Plain is divided into 2 categories: Upper Gangetic Plain and Lower Gangetic Plain. Okay, so in this region, maximum sal, acacia, jamun, mango, bale. Oh, so many different plants we can see in this region, flora. And coming to animal category, black chinkara, stag, rhinoceros, gazelle, alligator, turtles, we can see in this region. Okay, so we can see alligator and turtle in the region of a Sundarban region area. Okay, which is the um, mangrove part of India. That is the biggest mangrove in India. Okay, so this is about Gangetic Plain. And coming to Northeast India. Northeast India means the 7 states which are situated in the northeastern part of India is called as Northeastern India. So here we can see Brahmaputra Valley, northeastern hilly regions. Okay, so Brahmaputra Valley here all Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, all this area will come, and northeastern hilly regions or other parts of the state. Okay, Tripura, Meghalaya. Okay, so all these parts are different. Okay, so these are all thick forest regions. We can see maximum bamboo kind of trees, grass varieties, and sal, jackfruit, tuna, chestnut, castor. All these are different types of plants we can see in this region. And coming to um, animals, elephant, rhinoceros, elk, deer, porcupine, all these animals will we can see in this northeastern hilly regions. Okay, so next one is islands. Islands are the 2 different islands are there which are present in Bay of Bengal Sea and other Arabian Sea. Okay, so in Bay of Bengal, Andaman and Nicobar Islands are there, and in Arabian Sea, Lakshadweep Islands are there. So here also we can see different types of flora and fauna, especially marine animals. Okay, so marine animals coming to plants, behra, harar, jackfruit, cardamom, coconut, cloves, so many different types of cane varieties. All these we can see in these islands. And coming to animal status, we can find so many different types of marine creatures. Especially coral reefs, dolphins, alligator, molluscus, all these we can see in the uh, uh, islands. Okay, so the final one is coast region. Coast region means it starts especially in India, there is a large coastline is there, starting from West Bengal to till Gujarat. Okay, so that is a large coastline, east coast and west coast. Starting from western West Bengal to Tamil Nadu, that is all comes under east coast. And Kerala to Gujarat, it all comes under west coast. Okay, so here coastline we can find we can see so many different types of coconut, banana, cashew nuts, so many spices. Okay, so all these are different types of plants which we can see in the coastal region, especially. Okay, So dugong, dolphin, turtle, alligator, molluscus, so many other coral reefs, so many different types of marine organisms also we can see in this coastal region. So this is all about the biogeographical classification of India. And next we'll go through some pictorial representation of this biogeographical classification of India. So, these are all the different types of pictorial representation which represents the each and every biogeographical classification of India. Trans-Himalayan region, the plants which exist in the Trans-Himalayan region, the animals which exist in the Trans-Himalayan region. Okay, see the snow leopard, all these are some different types of birds. Okay, bat. So some animals which are present in the Himalayan region. So these are all different types of animals which we can see in the Himalayan region. These are all some of the plants which we can see in the Himalayan region. These are orchids, pine trees, sal trees, all these things. Okay. So the next one is desert region. Desert region also we can find these kind of plants, acacia, cactus, okay, date palm, all this we can see different types of plants. And coming to animals, animals are like camels, snakes, some other desert birds, reptiles, and other scorpions, desert cat, spiders. All these are different desert animals. Maximum we can find carnivorous animals. Okay, so because don't find lot of greenery there, so because of that reason, these other next level organisms are maximum carnivorous. Okay, so the next one is semi-arid region. Semi-arid region also we have a lot of greenery and different types of species will be there. Okay. So coming to Western Ghats, it occupies Malabar coast. Already I have told you about the Western Ghats. Okay. It starts from ending part of the Gujarat to Kerala. Okay. So these are all some of the plants of Western Ghats. These are all some of the animals which we can see in the Western Ghats region. Okay. So coming to Deccan Peninsula, this is the actual part of the Deccan Peninsula. Okay, so plants of animals of the Deccan Peninsula. See, different types of animals are there, which we can see maximum in the Deccan Peninsula region. So these are all the different types of plants which you can see in the Deccan Peninsula. Okay, so the next one is Gangetic Plain. Already we discussed about the Upper Gangetic Plain and Lower Gangetic Plain. Okay, so this is the northeastern states of India. So this is the actual part. See how much greenery is there in this part. Okay, so this is all about the eastern Himalayan region, and these are all different types of different parts of the northeastern states. Okay, so thick green forests are there. So we can find lot of species variation in this particular area. Okay, so some animals from the northeastern states. Okay, see rhinoceros, porcupine. Okay, see these are all some of the plants which we can see in the northern eastern states. So bamboos, orchids. This is picture plant. Okay. So coming to islands, these are we have two types, two different islands. One is Andaman and Nicobar Island, and another one is Lakshadweep Islands. These are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These are the Lakshadweep Islands. And coming to marine animals of islands. So different types of animals are there. We cannot count them even the types. Okay, coral reefs are very important here. Okay, so the next one is islands. So islands we can find maximum parts of mangroves like trees. Okay, so some parts of coral reefs, mangroves, all these things. So this is the large coastal area, coastline which India is having. Okay, so these are all the different animals which are present in the coastal region. Animals and plants, maximum coconut, banana, and cashew. Okay, so uh, this is about the biogeographical classification of India.